Yo, what is going on, you ranch guzzling guzzler? That's right, Mew has got some new techs to try out, and they are super cool and super relevant in the current meta. Let's talk about the first one. It's the Oricorio. Fusion Strike Oricorio. Our Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage. So it's really good against Jolteon and really good against the Hoopa deck, the Dark Dudes deck that's been going around, because Hoopa does 90 damage. And if they hit our Mew, we don't really want any damage on our Mew, because that means the Moltres, when we draw 2 prize cards, can knock out our Mew at that point. We really want to only let our Mew get knocked out by Moltres when they go down to 3 prize cards. But we have this thing called Meloetta that we attack with, and can attack with a lot in that matchup that has 90 HP. So you get the Meloetta in play, you get the Oricorio in play, and then our opponent's Hoopas do 90 damage, which doesn't KO Meloetta. So we can draw prize cards with the Meloettas and kind of force out the Moltres a little bit earlier on, making our opponent's late game a little bit more awkward. So yeah, super great combo, the Oricorio plus Meloetta, to help against those Hoopas. And then also really good against Jolteon as well, to reduce the damage. Like our opponent's Jolteon doing 100 minus 20 from each of those. They're doing 80. So they can go KO our Oricorio, but we can put like a Fusion Strike energy on our Oricorio, so they can't ping it with the Goon or the Quick Shooting. That's also relevant for the Meloetta up against the Hoopa. We get a Fusion Strike energy on our Meloetta, and then even if they get a Quick Shooting online before they would knock out the Meloetta, after they hit it with the Hoopa for 70, they can't Quick Shooting the Meloetta, and they still have to attack it again to KO it. And then like up against the Jolteon deck, we can do the same thing. Now Jolteon does play Fan of Waves, but for them to use a Fan of Waves and then use a Goon Ping over on an Oricorio, when their ideal game plan is to KO 3 Genesects, now they've hit an Oricorio, and we had a Mew in the active, so they probably hit a Mew. Now for them to chase triple Genesect, it's just really awkward. So super strong card in 2 of Mew's closest matchups. Bad matchup against the Dark Dudes deck, but I think with Oricorio it makes it pretty close. And then Jolteon's always been about a 50-50, but I think Oricorio gives you the edge, especially when you put it alongside the other tech card that I've been including recently, is the Switching Cups. Really interesting card. This one I'm not as sold on as Oricorio. Oricorio is very solid against the matchups you want it against. Switching Cups is all around a solid card in the deck. There's a couple combos you can pull off with it. The main reason you want it in the deck, though, is for the Jolteon matchup, because you know, if you play throughout your turn, you draw into your hand, you draw some Stadiums in your hand, that's great. Stadiums counter Path to the Peak. So if you need a counter one that turn, that's great. But let's say you don't need a counter Path to the Peak, or they haven't played Path to the Peak, or you have like 2 Stadiums in hand, so you counter Path to the Peak with one, but you have this other Stadium in hand. You're like, okay, well, that's great for next turn if they play another Path to the Peak. But their combo usually is Path to the Peak plus Marnie. So you're like, oh, well, if they Marnie, it goes to the bottom of the deck, then I won't have it anymore. It's like, oh, that's true. So you use Switching Cups and you put it on top of your deck. So no matter what happens, if they Marnie you, or they just put Path to the Peak and play, you either top deck the Stadium and counter the Path to the Peak, or they Marnie Path to the Peak you, and then you draw into it off the Marnie, so you're 100% safe from the Path to the Peak plays. Another thing you can do with Rotom Phone as well is at the end of your turn, use Rotom Phone, set a Stadium on top of your deck for the same kind of scenario you can set up. But the Switching Cups kind of adds a little bit extra to that, to be able to interact with the Stadium cards that are stuck in your hand. And then the rest of it's basically straightforward. Mew VMAX, I did cut down to 3 Mew V to try and fit all these cards, and so far it's been fine. I haven't missed the 4th Mew V yet, but not to say I won't in the future. I'm also only running 3 Battle VIP Pass, which I definitely think is the greediest change up in here from what you guys probably have been playing with yourselves or have been seeing in other lists. And then of course I love the Escape Rope, and I love the Fan of Waves to try and give you edges in the mirror match. You want to be in a good spot against the most popular deck, even if it is a mirror match. Get those cards, and they're also really good against the Single Strike. All right, guys, that's the list. Make sure you go check out Full Grip Games before we get into some games. Whether you need to buy singles, buy codes at fullgripcodes.com, or you know, sell your own cards. I know you guys probably all have a bunch of cards, you know, sitting on your desk, sitting in your closet, wherever. You can sell them to Full Grip, get some cash, and then I don't know, you could go buy a canoe or something. I don't know what you do with your money, but it's up to you. It's just better to have money than useless cards you're never going to use. So check it out, fullgripgames.com and fullgripcodes.com if you guys want to buy some codes. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Let's get into some games. All right, get the coin flip dub in the first one. So we're going to be going first. I mean, it's just better. It's just better to go first. And a sick opening hand here. Just basically, if we just get Genesect with energy, or a Genesect or many outs of Pokemon, basic Pokemon, including some Genesects, get on the turn 1 attachment. That's basically all we're looking for. The question will be, do I want to put the basic Psychic in play? Do I want to Fall Crystal for a basic Psychic? Now, oh my gosh. Ice. Whew. Oh my. All right, so with the Great Ball here. Another Genesect, perfect. Now, this is where we actually want to Quick Ball a Great Ball. We don't want to be... We don't want to, like, risk just Great Ball whiffing. So we may as well just go get the Pokemon. I'm, like, tempted to go get the energy here, though, to be honest. We always want to get the turn 1 energy on the Mew, if we can. Doesn't mean we don't want the option of Meloetta. We actually do want the option of Meloetta as soon as possible. Maybe I do just attach to Meloetta, but I do want to be able to boss. The boss out is a big deal. I could just get 2 more Pokemon and then get the energy later. But then I almost want to like keep around the potential for it to use a battle VIP pass, to be honest. Like I want to get the energy, and I think we'll go find the Meloetta. We always want to be thinking about burning cards as aggressively as possible. Then I'm a Fusion Strike system. I'm gonna hope to draw into a battle VIP pass here at some point. The boss option is not. This is actually just like a really good hand in general. I could Switching Cups the stadium. Don't really need that right now. Could use it as a counter stadium later. There's that battle VIP pass. Now we get to shuffle the deck, get ourselves a Mew. I don't think really excuse me, need the Oricorio in this matchup. I don't think it does a whole ton. I think they're always hitting for a lot of damage. Can go ahead and retreat here. I'm just not gonna play anything else. We have a sick hand, a ton of options. The question is just what are we gonna do next turn? So many options here actually. Just an insane amount of options. We got the Mew VMAX plus the boss combo already in hand, so that's great. If we want to do that, we could kill the active. We'll look to maybe attack with Meloetta this turn as well. Attacking with Meloetta would also be pretty good. Need to find ourselves that Elsa Sparkle if we want to go that route. But yeah, a ton of great plays here, and that's like the cups are great for putting stadiums on top of the deck. But even right there, actually, we did put a stadium on top of the deck in that situation. But just like being like, all right, there's a dead hit card in the hand. I guess I could have played the trading court. I don't really want to play the trading court, so I can keep them around as counter stadiums to remove stadiums from my opponent. I almost like favor that. Maybe I could have just played the trading court though, to be honest. But I didn't want to like. I guess I could have really escape rope, but escape rope is really sick here too potentially, depending on what my opponent actually has and does. Escape rope is also really sick here, so I kind of want to keep the escape rope around. But to be honest, I could have played that a couple different ways. The way I ended up playing it isn't bad though. This hand is okay. They're not playing single strike though, doesn't look like. Umbreon, yeah, they got some shenanigans in. Yeah, they got some shenanigans. I don't know what else. They got some shenanigans, that's for sure. They definitely got some shenanigans. It looks like we want to kill this Umbreon still though. But I'm a little bit scared of this Moltres. If they play something like Raihan, they could like set that up in one turn. But it just makes sense for us to go after the Umbreon. Well, to be honest, because of the potential to set this up in one turn through Raihan, it might be best to just kill their active. There's the mean look. We're gonna have to switch if we want to attack this turn. I think we will go with the, and ideally we do want to attack with Meloetta, to be honest. Switch, tablet. How aggressive do I want to play for? Do I want to attach the energy already though? Seems a tad aggressive. I do want to shuffle the deck as well. Do we get aggressive like that? Let's burn one card of the deck. We do get to play the Great Ball. I guess I don't really want to use the VMAX yet. I don't want to put a VMAX in play until I know I'm going to want it. Oh my gosh, we just drew all of our Fusion Strike energy. This is bad, actually. Now we need to like Elsa Sparkle. We could get the Switching Cups, though. This is another place where the Switching Cups can come in clutch. All right, replace the stadium. Maybe I got a little bit greedy here with this line anyways, to be honest. We'll see. Got some mounts still. Okay. Scrams. Some scrams. I feel like I want a Rotom Phone. Draw more though off the Rotom Phone if I Chromatic. What am I Chromatic for if I get Chromatic? Chromatic. We could get the Elsa Sparkle, I guess. Tails. Okay. Rotom Phone. Elsa Sparkle. Okay, but now we have to not draw into our last Fusion Strike energy. Unless we also get the cup as well. So I'm gonna draw one less card here because of that. Just to play around that scenario. Thank goodness we didn't. I thought we were like, I was scared. All right, we're good. I would have much rather attacked with Meloetta this turn. That's what I was trying to set up. Can't quite do that. I think we're still in a fine spot. Not as good as we could have been. But I don't want that energy in my hand actually off the training card. That would be bad. I also don't want to put the VMAX in play. I don't want 2 VMAXs in play. So my opponent can then just play into like knock out VMAX, knock out VMAX. The one thing we are scared of here is Raihan Moltres. They don't really have it set up in the discard pile yet. They only have 1 dark energy in there. They do need 2 to pull off that play. I'm not super confident they'll actually be able to pull it off. We'll see. And if they don't, we're looking for a boss. Yeah, if we get a boss, we can just go boss KO2 Prizer and then boss KO2 Prizer, and the game is just kind of over. So that's going to be what we're looking for. The E-switch over. They can go with a mean look here. We do have 2 switch cards left, though, so we should be in a pretty good spot. Anyways, it looks like it's just like an Umbreon VMAX Moltres deck. And the way they set up their Umbreon is just through the E-switch instead of Houndoom. So it looks like they just don't play Houndoom. Here comes the mean look. Gonna have to find ourselves a switch card. Like I said, I don't want to put 2 VMAXs in play. Oh no, they're just playing it slower here, actually. Okay, Cramomatic was probably a perfect top deck, actually. And we get the head, so That's going to be a boss, and this one is going to basically be over. Do that. Boss up the Umbreon, retreat. I mean, this is just Mew VMAX. Doing Mew VMAX things, to be honest. Could evolve that. Once again, don't really want 2 VMAXs in play. I'm not super scared of anything anymore, though, I don't think. I can't think of anything that my opponent could do. Yeah, at this point, I think we're safe to do it, to be honest. Burn the Fog Crystal. Fail. Draw on the card. Keep the Cups, I guess. We could, like, Cups the Fusion Strike energy and use Sparkle, potentially, or something. Loading second. Once again, not using Training Card. Don't want another energy in the hand that we can't draw cards around when we have an energy in the hand. And we can't draw cards around anyways. But we get this game. We got the boss. So if my opponent does not Marnie me here, we are taking out the Crobat or the Moltres or another 2 prizes that they put in play. And we're just going to close this one out on the next turn. Interesting take on the Umbreon deck. But you got to be faster than this to deal with Mew. Definitely got to be faster than what my opponent did here to deal with Mew. I think that first switching Cups I did at the beginning of the game was also just bad. The more I think about it, I should have like put the Trading Card in play, been okay with that, and then Cups something else out of the hand. But yeah, the Cups do help us just kind of move along the hand pretty aggressively sometimes, which is really, really nice. We just get rid of a card that we know is stuck in the hand, and then hope to draw into a card that we can just play. And we have a lot of playable cards in Mew VMAX, of course, and that's what the deck is kind of built around. Oh, it's Eternatus! That actually makes so much more sense. They're playing Eternatus VMAX. That was why they play Moltres, E-Switch, all those shenanigans, but it's not going to be enough this time. Eternatus is usually a pretty bad matchup, actually. Maybe the worst matchup for Mew VMAX. But when you don't set up Eternatus and actually just don't attack in general, I mean, we're just going to win with Mew VMAX every time. Here we go again. Another coin flip win. So, you already know what it is. We're going first. Ooh, a basic would have been great in that hand. Like I said, just like an out to a Genesect and a bunch of basic Pokemon is all we need to get going. And, well, still a pretty good hand here. Got the Oricorio. Don't know if we're going to want or need that. Don't know what our opponent's playing. Twin Energy, Cursed Shovel, Cincino. Durant? It is a grass deck box. I think we're up against Durant here. How do you play against Durant? I think we should play. I don't want to put a Genesect in play for them to kind of trap in the active. So I'm going to play this, grab this, do the hand, attach this, pass. Just play it slow. Don't really want to burn cards out of our deck as long as we can attack next turn, or we can maybe even just go for an energy mix. But I'll probably attempt to use the Crayomatic on. Actually, I don't know what I want to get rid of here. I don't actually know because this can have what 90 HP, so the tablets get the KO. We might just energy mix, to be honest. We'll see what my opponent actually does for their turn. But we might just go with an energy mix. Interesting to put the energy here. I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, they play Zacian. Okay. Going for the Zacian. That makes sense. That's fine. We definitely want to KO the Minccino, though, actually. If I had to pick something to knock out here, it would be the Minccino. It would be the Minccino. Let's see what top deck. Training Court. I do want to attack this turn. I'm going to get rid of the power tablet. All right, we're attacking this turn. Pretty big flip. Go with another basic energy, I think. My opponent does play like I'm sure you want to do this. Yes. I just have to click no. No. We lost a boss and a tablet there. Tablet would have been pretty sick, to be honest. Then we can want to KO Durant. Right now, currently we actually can't KO Durant. I don't want to lose my switch cards. Yeah, so we gotta like figure out what we want to prioritize here. Yeah, currently we can't actually KO Durant. So we might have to set up the Genesect this turn, draw some cards. Got to get the VMAX, start using that Max Miracle, and yeah, just play as few cards as possible. Like that's the way we played the first turn so slow, right? We don't have to put Genesect in play. We don't have to draw cards. We know what our opponent's game plan is, so just play into it and minimize. Play into it as little as possible. We know how they're trying to win the game. The less cards we discard, the better for us. The less cards we play, the better for us. We have a Mew and 2 energy. I played against Durant, not this Durant, but the other Durant. I'm sure you guys know the other Durant I'm talking about, the Metal Durant. So many times. And as long as you're taking a prize card every single turn, you're kind of maximizing what you can do anyways. So just do that. Don't worry about anything else. Draw those prize cards. And then, yeah, that's really all you have to do, to be honest. Another Intrepid Sword for my opponent. So with the energy, or chose not to go with the attack with this Durant. But we don't actually KO the Durant right now. But I do want to keep up the pressure. I think we get a little bit aggressive here. We're going to put some stuff in play. I might end up regretting this. We still have all of our switch cards, though. And I'm gonna keep my stadium around as well. Like, we see they do play Crushing Hammer, so I want to save that to recover energy potentially. Go with a Rotom Phone. There is the tablet. The tablet does let us attack, so we don't really need anything else, I don't think. I'm gonna draw that one card. Tablet gets a knockout. That's good enough for me, I think. Where'd my Vitality Band go? Oh, did I crit? Wait, where? How did my Vitality Band end up there? I actually don't know, to be honest. I don't want to play any of these cards. I could get a dead card with the prize cards and top deck a dead card, so I'm gonna play the Rotom Phone now. And there's that Mew VMAX. So that's definitely what we want to put up there. And then Psychic Leap. And then once again, no. Oh no, I put the Mew VMAX on top of the deck and they're gonna mill 2 cards. Oh no, what a funny interaction there. Definitely a misplay. Definitely a misplay. Definitely could have played that a little bit better. Not put like a dead card on top of the Rotom Phone. Or I could just save the Rotom Phone as well. To be honest, now that I kind of think about what just happened, I would have saved the Rotom Phone. They sent up this Encino here. Yeah, I would have saved the Rotom. That's so funny. Yeah, you know, I don't run into this card ever. So not something like, just wasn't thinking about it, man. I just wasn't thinking about it. Encino, Durant back. They haven't started milling yet, but if they are still able to trap something in the active for multiple turns, the milling's gonna come fast and hard. I maybe should have actually gone for, no, it's fine with the double basic energy here, I guess. Helps us play, like I said, helps us play around Phantom Waves, so they play those. We know they play the Crushing Hammers. Do they play Phantom Waves is the question. But yeah, if I don't actually get a Mew VMAX set up, I guess we can still attack through Meloetta if we can get a I can still start attacking with Melodious Echo if we can get Fusion Strike energy play. Get like a Sparkle or something cooking. Could just do that instead. Yeah, I'll probably throw out the Trading Card next turn to start drawing extra cards. Ooh, Yellhorn. Okay, okay. Didn't really expect that, but there it is. It's gonna be annoying, but we can VMAX out of the Yellhorn. Of course, less likely to hit the VMAX because I did the thing. I don't love that top deck. Only 2. Like I said, I'll throw out the Trading Card here. I'm feeling okay. We have another one. Don't want to lose switch cards. That's how we move our Genesect in case they boss it. Okay, really good draw on the Cramomatic here. Got a Tails, though. 2 more cards to work with. This is it. Ooh. Could use a switch to draw a prize card here. But I only have 3 switch cards left. Definitely failing. Okay, okay. A lot of... 1 VMAX left. They could mill the VMAX before we get to use it. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm gonna go with an energy mix. I could switch knockout. Switch knockout, switch boss knockout. Okay, we could go... No, we use our last tablet then, though. If we use our last tablet, we actually can't KO the Zacian anymore. I'm just gonna go with energy mix then. Got a heads. We can get 1 Fusion Strike energy in place, so then we can use Melodious Echo potentially through the Mew VMAX. To potentially KO the Zacian. I don't know if that's gonna matter. We can use Melodious Echo. We'll put it on the Meloetta, actually, right? Yeah. Because then we can maybe just attack with the Meloetta, to be honest. We can just attack with Meloetta if we get another energy for that. Yeah, but if I played a switch there, I would have to play the tablet to get the KO. Go KO, and then if they go boss Genesect, I can go switch knockout into switch boss. But then I don't have... How did this end up in the discard pile? Did I Cramomatic that? Because that would get us to the 220 to KO the Zacian through a Technoblast. I was thinking about that. And then somehow I just don't remember when my Vitality hit... When or how my Vitality Band hit the discard pile, to be honest. I just literally am blanking on that. Yeah, just literally straight blanking on that. I can't explain it, to be honest. Just literally blanking on that. Another Make Do. Durant can actually be pretty sick. There's a couple of new cards coming out of the new set. Might be big game changers for Durant. Another Tails on the Crushing Hammer. So also, ooh, 3 Tails so far. I thought they only played 2, but they've actually played 3 and gotten triple Tails. So a little bit unfortunate for my opponent there on the Crushing Hammers. Definitely been trying to play around like them potentially hitting a heads or 2, but they just have not done it, which has been very good for us. Here comes this mill. This could be a huge Devour. Oh, they're actually Marnieing us. It's good and bad. We don't have an energy. We can't actually attack this turn, but all of our switch cards go to the bottom of the deck, which means they are... My opponent could... Got the also Sparkle, that's pretty good. My opponent could now mill them. They can actually mill them now, which is a little bit scary. We don't want them to mill my switch cards. So I'm just not going to shuffle my deck, though, to be honest, because then it keeps the switch cards on the bottom of the deck with the E-Power as well. But I have to switch... I have to shuffle my deck if I want to... But I could just draw with this first, and maybe I don't have to shuffle my deck. So let's just I guess switching cups first. At this point, I think I'm just gonna throw some play, and then let's draw cards. We'll see if we don't have to shuffle our deck. We're gonna avoid shuffling our deck here, so keep all of our switch cards on the bottom of the deck so they can't be milled. Looks like we have to shuffle our deck. All right, Elsa Sparkle, it's fine. One on the Meloetta, one on the Mew. Just make sure that I can keep attacking, I think. And then I could try and get the VMAX though. Now I kind of want that VMAX. I don't want to. I gotta be careful how many cards I'm playing here though. Let's see if we can get the VMAX without playing any more, getting more cards. Answer's no. Check with the Rotom Phone, see if it's there. Okay, it is there. I can draw it now. Maybe we should Rotom Phone and then Grape. No. Rotom Phone first, then Grape Ball, because it's like 2 chances to get it. Okay, Evolve. We still have the mode. This has the backup. But they're actually milling. Oh my! Actually, do I just lose to getting milled out here? We can Psychic Leap away now. Actually, we could Psychic. Ooh, we lost a switch card there. Like we shuffled our deck. Oh man. Yeah, maybe I should have played that a little bit slower and just gone with. I was like afraid of Meloetta getting trapped the active, but I don't think I should have been then. Yeah, I just have no experience against this Durant deck, and I'm starting to misplay here for sure. Definitely making some mistakes here. Still winnable though. Still very winnable. I think they can mill 3 this turn. Okay, 3 this turn. Maybe 4 next turn. They're down 3 Curse Shovels. Also, I don't have to attack into something that has a Curse Shovel. Here's that boss. This is what I was talking about. My opponent could just like boss up our Genesect, and with now another switch card down, and now they're gonna mill 3 cards. They can get another switch card here. That's not good. That's just not good. Yeah, we have 2 switch cards left. 2 switch cards left. We need them. We need our opponent not to mill them, because their plan next turn is probably, if I get a switch this turn to move my Genesect, they're probably gonna try and boss up another Genesect. So I think I'm just gonna go, but they could whiff the boss. So then I'm gonna go KO Zacian this turn if I can get the switch card myself. Go KO the Zacian. Yeah, if we can get, we have to get the switch card though. We'll see if we get the switch card. We have to dig for the switch card too, because otherwise we just risk our opponent milling them. So we're just gonna hope the Chromatic finds the switch card, and then either they don't have the boss or they don't mill our switch card on the next turn. Here we go, Devour. Oh no, an escape rope. Oh my gosh, is it really all coming down to this? Heads on, this would be sick. Okay, but this is our last switch card. We can't move after this. Switch to the Meloetta. Stacking energy. Here. Boss the Zacian. Melodious Echo for the knockout. Don't need that tablet because we have the 4 Fusion Strike energy in play. But we only have 1 switch card left in deck. We have an 8-card deck left, and my opponent can mill up to 4 cards here if they get the 4th Durant in play. And if they do get the 4th Durant in play, I mean, I think it's just coming down to a 50-50. They mill 4. If they hit the switch, we lose. Oh no, we got rid of our second switch. It literally just comes down to boss. If they have boss on our Genesect, we just lose. We can't move the Genesect. Do they have it though? They've only used 1. Like I said, that's one of their win conditions. Just Glare Mine boss. Stick something in the active. Keep milling. No, there is the boss. Oh my gosh. I think I played this one a little bit sloppily. At the end of it all here, we are getting punished. If we just weren't able to, if we just didn't have to shuffle our deck on that last hand and kept the switch cards on the bottom of the deck, I think we would have just won. Did not happen like that though, and we're losing here. There's no reason for me to stick this one out, right? Just give it up to my opponent at this point. Taking it out to the Durant. It doesn't happen very often, to be honest. I don't lose Durant very often. I can't remember, but I actually, to be honest, this matchup, we gotta put Genesect in play at some point. It felt like if I never had to put Genesect in play, I think we would have just won. But I did kind of have to put them in play at some point, like I did, and then yeah, just kind of lost. Oh man. That was definitely an interesting one. Let's get into another one. Here we go again. Going first again. All right, so 3 coin flip wins in a row. Unfortunately, not 3 wins in a row. And another amazing hand here. Just a lot of outs to basic Pokemon. Like I said, kind of all we need. Outs to basic Pokemon. We can quick ball. We'll probably quick ball the Chromatic in this scenario, actually. You don't do that all the time, but up against another Umbreon deck as well. Okay. So start with the Great Ball here. Grab a Mew. Quick ball the Chromatic. I might quick ball away this VMAX as well if... Oh, we did prize a VMAX, so I don't really want to quick ball away the VMAX. But I also kind of do... Then we're going to not... we do need 2 VMAXs to usually win most games. We have the Meloetta to work with. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to say it'll be fine. And we'll find out if it ends up being fine. We have 1 VMAX to work with in the deck. Also, finding the VMAX could be a problem, I guess, as well. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Lots of options here. A lot of good cards that we don't really want to discard. I think the cups are going to go here off one of these Chromatics. See what we get. We got a heads. It's perfect. Grab ourselves. I think we're just going to open up with a basic energy just in case they play something cheesy. And we definitely want to keep the fan. The Rotom phone is great as well. Just going to draw a couple cards here. Put the Vitality Band on this Mew, I think. And go ahead and throw it there. Once again, I like all these cards, so I'm just gonna draw one card here off the Fusion Strike system. I like all these cards. They help me find a lot of things potentially. That was not a good draw. I wish I had my cups back. And I'm gonna pass here, I think. Yeah, pass over to my opponent. Let's see what they get off on their first turn. Playing an Umbreon V. What else are they rocking? Houndoom. Okay, so it is Single Strike here. The Phantom Wave is actually really, really big early on against Single Strike because we see here they have this one energy in play. It is a special energy, of course, because it is Single Strike. So we can remove that from play and potentially like KO a Houndour. And then my opponent can't attack next turn. But if I leave this in play and I KO one Houndour, they can go attach plus Single Strike Roar. If I just KO the Umbreon, they could do double Single Strike Roar. Plus that. But yeah, now we can actually stop them from attacking this turn. We still need a little... We need quite a bit, to be honest. We need quite a bit. So reserve the fan. Actually, we just need a boss because we could just attack with the Energy Mix. Or the Psychic Leap. So we just need a boss here, actually. Get back. It's not that much. All right, Chromamatic, the Quick Ball, I think, here at this point. I don't want to like sit on the hand too much. That's why that Phantom Waves is so good. Here comes the boss. Boss that up. Draw so much Genesect. That's why it's so good. That's why I love the Phantom Waves in this deck. Mirror Match, it's great. That is... Oh my gosh. That is so bad. I don't want to find a cups or something. Oh my gosh. I still want to draw some cards here. I'm definitely going to keep the tablets around. I like holding onto my tablets for the big tablet plays. We haven't burned any yet, so we don't need to be like super aggressive with them. I must have a good top deck, I think. Great Ball to potentially get the VMAX. Sounds good to me. Oh, we can draw one. Okay, we can draw one still. Make one card deeper in the deck. I still want to draw one here, I guess. I had one more Genesect to work with, to be honest. I still would have played it out the same way. No, we gotta keep those energy in play. But yeah, that's why Phantom Waves so good. Gotta VMAX off the prize cards. That's pretty big. That could be pretty big. We'll see actually if that ends up mattering. Would love to see a Marnie come down from my opponent, to be honest. Put these Fusion Strike energy somewhere else besides my hand, please. Please do that. We are down a switch card. We have to be very wary of this in this matchup as well because my opponent can, you know, they got a lot of gust effects. They got Boss's Orders. They got the Umbreon VMAXs. They can just keep gusting up Genesects pretty consistently and trap them in the active. Then that can be annoying. Ooh, the Morpiko's here. Oh no, did not see the Morpiko coming at all. Morpiko can actually knock out my Mew here. Yeah, so I could have searched for the VMAX actually with the Great Ball. I just didn't really want to put a VMAX in play. Oh, but it's attached active. There's a switch to Morpiko. Did we just get KO'd by this thing? Is the rat taking us down? Wait, 60, 70, 80. No, I think they're a little bit short still, right? Yeah, I think they are a little bit short. I don't think the... Oh, but if they had attached the other one, I think they actually got it. Oh, no. Huge mistake from my opponent here. Oh, my goodness. That is crazy. I'm going to start with the Rotom phone because we want to find Elsa Sparkle here, I feel like. Not find one of those. I mean, none of this is very good at all, to be honest. I'm gonna throw this on top. Play the Fog Crystal. Grab the Psychic Energy. Attach here. I don't really want the VMAX here, so I'm just gonna use this. I don't want to put the VMAX in play though. Like I don't want to put a 3-prize Pokemon in play for my opponent to take advantage of. So Genesect. We're looking for not this. Want to keep the tablets around. We might need to go for a big knockout on a Umbreon. We want to get that, not this. Psychic Leap, but I think we have to. We could go to the deck, but I think we actually. I think we got to stay in play here. I think we got to stay in play here. Have the threat of the Mew in play still. Oricorio off the prize cards is not great. Yeah, we're looking for Elsa Sparkle here. Have not been able. I don't think we see. We could have prized all three, to be honest. I didn't check my prize cards. We could have 3 Elsa Sparkles prized here. Very, very real possibility, to be honest. Very scarily real possibility here. We might have to try and go pretty aggressive here with the tablets next turn. I'm almost kind of hoping they VMAX this one here so we can be more aggressive. They can knock us out with Mean Look, though, so they're probably not going to be too aggressive, to be honest. But we don't have a great lineup of prize cards. Oh, there's the Marnie again. So my opponent helping us out, helping us save those tablets for a bigger knockout potentially on a following turn. And also, Putting a Fusion Strike energy back in the deck, and there's finally that Elsa Sparkle. So now we're going to be in a great spot. Now we're going to be in a great spot here, I think, for sure. I'm feeling good about this one now. Want to set up another Mew V. Yeah, we're just in a good spot. We're just in a good spot at this point for sure. Definitely liking it. It's all because of my opponent with these Marnies, though. Like, if they weren't Marnieing us, I do not know how this one would go, to be honest. If they weren't hitting us with these Marnies, then I don't know. Could have been tough. All right, we have a Cups left. I think we're going to dig. I don't want to put a VMAX in play still. I'm still going to avoid putting a VMAX in play, but we can do 2 Mew Vs. Yeah, we want 2 Mew Vs here. I want to draw into a Fusion Strike energy first. Yeah, I want to draw into a Fusion Strike energy first. Oh no. Okay. So, oh my, this hand is just stuck. Okay. Sparkle here. Still drawn to the Fusion Strike energy. It's pretty unlikely. Tablet. Draw. Alright. Switch. They have the Crobat in play now, so I'm going to be more aggressive, I guess. Tablet. I evolve this here. Fusion Strike energy active. I have to hit the Fusion Strike energy. If I don't hit the Fusion Strike energy, third tablet would actually get the knockout without needing the Fusion Strike energy. So I think I'm just gonna draw, see what we get. Okay. We currently KO. I played 2 tablets. No, we still need a card here. So I have to play this down and then play the Rose Tower and draw a single card here and hope for a tablet. No. Oh my gosh. All right, Melodious Echo for not very... Oh, wait, we got the KO. Oh, it has 200 HP. Okay, I guess. I still don't like our situation, though. I don't love our situation here. I think my opponent is still at the advantage here, to be honest. I did not expect to get the KO. Our hand is hella clogged. Our hand is clogged. Our hand is clogged. Yeah, I still feel like my opponent's at the advantage here for sure. We'll see what they're able to pull off this turn. If they don't KO the Mew VMAX, I'm feeling... okay. I really just didn't want to put the Mew VMAX in play because that way if they KO the Meloetta, they can't just win on board. So I was really trying to avoid the Mew VMAX in play so they can't just go KO Meloetta and I can't think of the response thinking win on board. So give me like one more turn to play the game potentially. If something like this happens where my hand is just kind of absolute trash, which is what my hand currently is, to be honest, like not very good. My hand's not very good. We'll see. Definitely have outs to win. On our next turn, we have double tablet left and we have a Fusion Strike energy in the deck, so we can go. Oh my gosh, they actually don't use... oh, they can't red signal. Oh my gosh, of course they can't red signal our Mew. So I guess I was only really afraid of boss there, but that's like so much less likely to happen. Now we have double tablet boss. We just need to find an energy and we're probably... I think we just win now. Yeah, I completely forgot that they couldn't gust up our Mew. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Yeah, that should just be a dub for us then. I think we just win. We should definitely be able to find that last Fusion Strike energy in the deck or the Training Court. The Training Court is in there as well. And then just bring up the Crobat, knock it out. And this is why Mew VMAX is so good. You don't even lose to Dark decks. You beat 2 of them. I mean, the first one didn't draw very well, but they drew pretty fine in this one. But that Fan of Waves play on the first turn, guaranteed they couldn't attack next turn. And then we just kind of barely stayed ahead in the prize trade. In this one, we definitely slipped up a little bit. We didn't draw as well as we could have. Definitely slipped up a little bit in a couple situations, but pulled it together here at the end. And it looks like we're just going to be able to walk away with the dub with this KO on this Crobat. 2 prize cards left. Got the boss, got the double tablet. Just need to find an energy, which we should be pretty much, like I said, we should just kind of be guaranteed it here, I think, because the way the Marnie worked. Yeah, I mean, even if the Marnie didn't work in our favor, but I go like tablet, boss, Crobat, tower for 1. Quick Ball, Sparkle, grab a Genesect. Like, yeah, there's 2 outs to energy in the deck. We have a 10 card deck, so we're gonna draw 5. Then we're gonna C5 with the phone. So we don't just draw it right here, right now. But there's the Training Court. Throw that down, Training Court, Psychic Energy, and take the knockout here with the Max Miracle. And yeah, I mean, Mew VMAX. What an absurd deck. So many ways to play it. So many different tech cards you can add in. We got the Cups and the Oricorio, but there's so many other things you can do with it as well. No matter what the meta throws at you, Mew can be prepared if you know the right text to put in the deck. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give the video a like if you enjoyed the content here. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.